In this class, we have discussed about the topics of tree and some basic definition of tree and some properties of trees with proof and then examples. First, we are going to define the definition of definition. Before going to define the definition of tree, we are discussing about acyclic. All are known about cycle. What is cycle? Cycle is a closed trial. Okay. Therefore, what is acyclic? Acyclic is an opposite word of cycle. So, if there is no cycle, then we have called that graph is an acyclic. So, that is the definition of an acyclic. An acyclic graph is one that contains no cycle. For example, consider this graph with three components, namely V1 is one component and this connected component and then this component. So, in this graph, there is no cycle because V1 is disconnected and this graph is also a graph which is no cycle, which have no cycle. Also, this one is a V7 to V8 one single path. Therefore, this graph is an example of acyclic. So, that's why we are defining the acyclic graph. Now, we are going to define the definition of tree. Tree is a connected acyclic graph. So, first of all, we all are known about connected. What is connected? Every two vertices are connected by a path. There is a unique path between any two vertices called connected graph, and also connected and acyclic. Last definition is an acyclic. That graph contains no cycle. That is the definition of tree. So, tree must satisfy these two properties. One is connected and acyclic. Now, we are going to define the example. This is a tree with 6 vertices. For example, this graph consists of 6 vertices, namely V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6. First of all, the number of components in this graph is 1. That means this graph is connected. Also, any two vertices. Also, there is no closed trial because V1 there is a path between V1 and V3. This path is also a unique. There is V1, V3 and V4. There is no edge between V4 and V1. Therefore, this graph similarly all other vertices. So, this graph contains no cycle. Therefore, this is a tree. This satisfies the definition of tree. Therefore, this is connected and also acyclic. Therefore, this is an example of tree. Now, we are going to discuss about the properties of a tree. Theorem, one important properties of a tree. If G is a graph, then epsilon equal to V minus 1. Here epsilon is a number of edges and V is a number of vertices. All are known about induction method. So, we prove this theorem is by induction method. What is induction method? First we prove one particular integer, that is 1 or 2. Then assume the result is true for k for particular integer. Then we have proved the result is true for k plus 1. We prove this theorem by induction method. So, we prove this theorem by induction on the number of vertices. The first step of induction is 1. We assume the integer. We prove this theorem is true for 1. So, I take 1. If V equal to 1, here what is given? If G is a graph which is tree, then epsilon equal to V minus 1. Then G is a tree. So, if V equal to 1, then there is only one vertex which is a tree. So, number of component is maximum 1. Therefore, there is only one vertex and there is no edges. Then G is isomorphic to K1. K1 means complete graph with vertex 1. So, if V equal to 1, then G is isomorphic to K1. In complete graph with one vertices, there is no edges. So, number of edges in this case is 0. Therefore, I choose an vertex 1, only one vertex. So, number of edges equal to 1 minus 1, that is 0. So, in this section, in this case, the result is true for true. Therefore, we prove this theorem by induction for only number 1. So, now we are going to discuss about the next step is, what is next step? Assumption part. So, I assume the theorem is true for all trees on fewer than V vertices. In particular, we choose the vertex K. So, I choose all the vertices fewer than V. So, what is the result is, if G is a graph on V vertices, then epsilon equal to V minus 1. That is my assumption. Now, I am going to prove the next part. So, what is I prove? I assume the graph has V plus 1 vertex. Let G be a tree on V greater than or equal to 2 vertices because I have to prove number 1. So I choose an arbitrary edge from this graph. So that is an EV. U is an one vertex and V is an another vertex. UV is joining two vertex. So I choose an edge from the graph, original graph G. Then what is given? G is a tree. So if we remove an edge from tree, then the graph is disconnected. Am I correct? So G minus UV contains no U to V path in G because we know that UV is the unique U to V path in G. In tree there is only one unique U to V path. Therefore the graph contains no U to G, no G minus UV contains no U to V path. That is the result. That's why I am applying here. Therefore also the graph, what of the remaining graph? Disconnected. Therefore G minus UV is disconnected. So number of component is increased. Therefore so omega of G minus UV equal to 2. The components, then the graph consists of two components. I split a graph into two graphs. One is G1 and another one is G2. Here my assumption is the theorem is true for all trees on fewer than V vertices. So I use my assumption here and conclude the result. So what is my result? What is my assumption? The theorem is true for all trees on fewer than V vertices. So I split in the graph two types, two graphs G1 and G2. Obviously these two graphs are having less number of edges than V plus 1. So I use the result here. So the components G1 and G of G minus UV being acyclic. Am I correct? G is a tree. So there is, since G is a tree, therefore it contains no U to V cycle. Sorry, G is a tree, therefore it contains no cycle. Therefore G1 contains no cycle, G2 contains no cycle. That only I am writing G1 and G2 of G minus UV being acyclic are trees. So by induction hypothesis, number of edges on G1 is V minus 1 and E of G2 is V minus 1. That is V1 minus 1 and V2 minus 1. Therefore, the total number of edges. Epsilon of G is the total number of vertex. That is equal to epsilon of G1 plus epsilon of G2 because we have two components and one edge that is removed. UV edge is removed from the original graph. So I add this 2 here. So epsilon of G1 plus epsilon of G2 plus 1. So what is epsilon of G1? V of G1 minus 1. Epsilon of G2 is V of G2 minus 1. So here V of G1 minus 1 plus V of G2 minus 1 and plus 1. So 1 cancelled. So V of G1 plus V of G2 minus 1. That is, what is V of G1 and V of G2? V of G. Therefore V of G minus 1. That is theorem. Therefore by induction hypothesis our result is true for all integers. Now we are going to prove an example for this property. What is we studied? If G is a tree, then number of edges equal to number of vertices minus 1. Here, first of all, this graph is a tree. All of them are clear? G is a tree. What is the number of vertices? 8 vertices. So we have to check number of edges, which must be 8 minus 1, that is 7. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 vertices. So this is the example of tree. If G is a tree, then we have number of edges must be epsilon minus V minus 1. In this section, we have studied about cut edge. All of them are known about edge. What is an edge? What is an edge? It is a connected path of two vertices is called an edge. An edge is an adjacent to two vertices. If E is an edge, if E equal to UV is an edge, then U and V are joined by an edge E. G is an edge is such that omega of G minus E greater than or equal to omega of G. That means removal of a single edge makes a graph disconnected or increase the number of components. That is then cut edge. For example, this is a given graph with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vertices and number of component is 1. If I choose an edge V5, V6, then the graph is disconnected. That is the number of component is here 2. Therefore, the V5, V6 is an cut edge. Suppose I remove V4, V5, then the graph is also disconnected. So V4, V5 is an cut edge. I choose V3, V4, the graph is again disconnected. Suppose I choose an edge V1, V3, then what was the remaining graph? Still connected and the number of component is 1. Therefore the graph is, therefore V1, V3 is an not cut edge. And V1, V2 is not a cut edge. V2, V3 is not a cut edge. In this graph we have 3 cut edges. V3, V4, V4, V5 and V5, V6. Here one important property of cut edge. A connected graph G is a tree if and only if every edge of G is a cut edge. So now we are linking about the cut edge and the property and tree. This is the proof. This is the direct proof of this theorem. This theorem contains 2 parts, only if part and if part. Assume only if and if part. So first of all, I assume one part. Let G be a tree and E be an. First of all, I assume G is a tree. What is the definition of tree? Connected and acyclic. So G is a tree and choose arbitrary one edge from G, that is E. Since tree contains no cycle, therefore E does not belongs to any one of the cycle of G because G contains no cycle. That one is I am writing. Since G is acyclic, E is contained in no cycle of G. Therefore G is cut edge of G. For example, going to this slide. This is tree. This is not a tree. Here we choose this is this edge. Then the graph is this edge is not a cut edge. Then only assume converse part. What assumption is conversely? Every edge of G is a cut edge. What we have to prove? G is a tree. Already we given G is a connected. A connected graph is G if and only if every edge of G is a cut edge. So we don't have to prove about connected. We only prove G has no cycle. G is connected, but I want to prove this method by contradiction. So suppose my assumption is G is not a tree. Then G contains a cycle. So again by this example, in particular one case, here this edge is not an cut edge. But our assumption is every edge of G is an cut edge. So we have a contradiction. Therefore our assumption is wrong. G is a tree. This is the one simple theorem. Next we define edge cut. Suppose removal of single edge doesn't decrease or doesn't increase the number of components value, then we have removed set of all edges. That way we define edge cut. First of all, I define one set. For subsets S comma S dash of V, I defined one subset from V. We denote by S comma S dash. This means the set of all edges. This is the set of S comma S dash is the set of all edges. Set of edges with one end in S and another end in S dash. Suppose we have two sets S and S dash. I collect all the edges connecting one end in S and another end in S dash and put it into this set S comma S dash. This is the one notation. This is the notation definition of S comma S dash. Now I am going to define edge cut. I already told, suppose removal of one edge doesn't increase the number of components, then we remove the number of edges. So that is the definition. An edge cut of G is a subset E of the form S comma S dash, where S is a non-empty proper subset of V and S dash is a B minus S. Now we are going to example. Here, any one of the edge does not increase the omega of G. Here omega of g is 1. This graph is connected. So I am trying to remove V1 and V1 V2. So this graph is again still number of component is 1. V1 V3, suppose I remove V1 V3, then number of component is 1. V3 V7 1. So my aim is to disconnect this graph. So I choose some edges. Suppose I remove V1 V2 and V1 V3. Then the remaining graph consists of V1 and other part. So number of component is 2. So I choose S. I choose in this definition I choose S V1 and all other in S dash. So I have one edge cut. So here edge cut is V1 V2 and V1 V3. Similarly, suppose I remove V1 V2, V2 V3, V3 V7, V7 V6, V3 V1. Then my graph has a isolate vertex V1 and V7, also V3 and the remaining part. So number of component is what? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So number of component is increased. So here edge cut is what is V1 V2, V1 V3, V3 V2, V3 V4, V3 V7, V7 V6. So number of edge cut is number of, I define S and S dash like above manner. Okay. Also removal of V1 V2, V1 V3, V5, V6 and V5, V4. So I have V1 isolated vectors V1 and V5 and remaining part. So number of component is 3. So this is one edge cut. Also I removed V1 V2, V1 V3, then number of one isolated vertex V1 and other connected part. So number of component is increased. So V1 V2 and V1 V3 is one edge cut. Also V5 V6 and V4 V5 is also an edge cut. So in this manner we want to restrict the number of edges must be smaller. So we have now going to define the bond. But this is the definition of bond. A minimal non-empty edge cut of G is called bond. Here we seen lot of edge cuts. So we choose minimal from this one is called a bond. Okay. This is the definition between edge cut and bond. A edge cut means set of all edges that removes make graph disconnected. Bond is a minimal edge cut. Okay. Now we are going to define one example for bond. Here V1 V2, V1 V3 is one edge cut. V2 V3, V1 V2, V2 V4 is another edge cut. V1 V3, V2 V3, V4 V3, V7 V3 is one edge cut. Also V1, V1 V3, V2 V3, V3 V4 and V7 V6, V6 V7, V5 V4 is another edge cut. So I want to choose minimal. Therefore, here any possibility of removal of single edge make graph disconnected? No. So the next possibility is 2. So I remove V1 V2 and V1 V3 from this graph. Then the graph is disconnected and number of components is be increased. So bond is B1, B2 and B1 V3. So this is an example for bond. So thank you.